गुड मॉर्निंग गाइस। चलो कंटिन्यू करें। आई गेस लास्ट टाइम हम लोग ने क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 कंप्लीट किया था। नाउ बिफोर आई कैच अप विद क्वेश्चन नंबर 17, एक थ्योरी सेक्शन मिलेगा आपको बुक में, दैट इज नोन एज ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल। ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल, एंड यू कैन सी द फॉर्मूला ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल इज इक्वल टू R प्लस W प्लस F प्लस D माइनस C. R is raw material, W work in progress, F finished goods, D debtors and C is creditors. ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल करना क्या है? अब तक ना हम लोग सारे क्वेश्चंस में पीरियड दिया हुआ था एंड फ्रॉम द पीरियड वी वे कैलकुलेटिंग स्टॉक. नाउ दे विल गिव यू द स्टॉक और हमें स्टॉक से पीरियड कैलकुलेट करना होगा. Now, for example, question में ये कहा था अब तक कि raw material should be there for 2 months production. So, if they tell you raw material should be there for 2 months production, then we used to calculate raw material. Raw material per annum divide by 12 into 2 months. So, stock मिल रहा था. अब stock दिया हुआ है. For example, raw material consume 2,40,000 and the question tells you कि raw material का 2 महीने का stock होना चाहिए. So 2,40,000 हम क्या करते थे? डिवाइड बाई 12 इंटू 2. आई गेस योर आंसर वॉज 40,000. नाउ दैट्स व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. अब क्या करेंगे पता है? दे विल टेल यू रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम्ड इज 2,40,000 एंड 40,000 इज रॉ मटेरियल स्टॉक. तो ये कितने महीने का है? यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट द पीरियड. एज सिंपल एज दैट. एंड अ वेरी सिंपल केस इज 2,40,000 12 मंथ्स का है तो 2 मंथ्स का कितना? क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन. सिंपल. ओके. नाउ व्हाट एम आई टेलिंग यू नेक्स्ट इज आफ्टर कैलकुलेटिंग दिस पीरियड वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट पीरियड फॉर रॉ मटेरियल, पीरियड फॉर वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, पीरियड फॉर फिनिश गुड्स, पीरियड फॉर डेटर्स, पीरियड फॉर क्रेडिटर्स and put them in the formula. And finally what we get the answer will be known as operating cycle. Now that is raw material, मतलब we'll start with cash, that's my operating cycle. अगर आप दिख रहे हो डायग्राम में भी तो we'll start buying raw material. raw material से work in progress, work in progress से finished goods, finished goods से debtors, debtor से back to cash, and we have got one leakage and that is known as creditor. So this is known as operating cycle. Period. Now for example, if I tell you 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month raw material, 1 month work in progress 2, 1 month finished goods 3, 1 month debtor 4, minus 1 month creditor 3. Operating cycle is 3 months. Operating cycle 3 months का मतलब the period after which cash goes and comes back in cycle. Cash गया और cash आया, that is known as operating cycle. Cash goes out, cash comes back again. Clear? That is operating cycle. Formula R plus W plus F plus D minus C. Got that? Too good. Now let us have an implication of this formula. Let us look and imply them in question. Question number 17. From the following information of XYZ Limited, you are required to calculate 1. Net operating cycle period. 2. Number of operating cycles in a year. Net operating cycle period and number of cycles in a year. 1. Raw material inventory consumed during the year is 6 lakh. रॉ मटेरियल इन्वेंट्री कंज्यूम ड्यूरिंग द ईयर इज 6 लाख. पूरे साल में हमें 6 लाख का मटेरियल चाहिए. दैट मीन्स वी नीड 6 लाख ऑफ मटेरियल इन फुल ईयर. दैट इज 12 मंथ्स. एवरेज स्टॉक ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल इज 50,000. फुल ईयर 12 months 60 lakh. 50,000 is how many months of material? For how many months we keep the material with we ourselves? That's what I'm asking you. 2. Work in progress inventory, average work in progress inventory. Finished goods inventory, average finished goods inventory. Average collection period is 45 days. average credit period availed is 30 days and number of days in a year are 360. What are they asking you? Operating cycle period. Have a look here. Please don't write in between. Question is simple, concept is little bit different. In this question, we will not prepare a format of current assets minus current liabilities and all. So first one, operating cycle period 1. Operating cycle is equal to R plus F, or I would rather say R plus W plus F plus D minus C. R is raw material, W is work in progress, F is finished goods, D is debtors and C is creditors. सबका period calculate करना. Now first one, raw material period. They said raw material consumed is 6 lakh. In a year, period is for 12 months. Raw material consumed, total in a year we need 6 lakh of material, that is for 12 months. What is average stock of raw material? 50,000. That is equal to how many months of material consumed? 6 lakh of material is needed in 12 months. So 50,000 of material is what period? So basically it's a very simple calculation, 50,000 into 12 divided by 6 lakh. 50,000 into 12 divided by 6 lakh. 50,000 into 12 divided by 6. lakh. Yes, sir? 1? Too good. That is 1 month. Correct? But if you look into the question, average debtors collection 45 days the hour. Average credit is 30 days and they are saying number of days in a year are 360. So what are we going to do is replace this 12 by 360. Replace this 12 by 360. So we get the answer in terms of days. Let us calculate the answer in terms of days. 50,000 into 360 divided by 6 lakh. I am getting answer is 30 days. Did you understand? और एक बार लिंक सेट हो गया ना तो फिर हर टाइम ये वर्किंग दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. नाउ डायरेक्ट कैलकुलेशंस करेंगे हम. सो दिस वन, रॉ मटेरियल पीरियड इज 30 डेज. सेकेंड, वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस. So work in progress, how much is average inventory, work in progress inventory? 30,000. And work in progress per annum 5 lakh. 30,000 into 360 divided by 5 lakh. How much is 30,000 into 360 divided by 5 lakh? Yes sir, tell me. 21.6 days. Now I cannot take 21.6, so I'll say that is 22 days approx. Is it okay? Too good. So ये क्या मिल गया हमें? Work in progress का period. Third one, finished goods का period. Now what is finished goods का period? Finished goods. Average finished goods held are 40,000 and finished goods per annum is 8 lakh. 8 lakh 12 months. 40,000 how much? So 40,000 into 360 divided by 8 lakhs is equal to 18 exact 18 days. That is finished goods. And the question is helping you by telling you average collection period for debtor. First one, debtors ka period they have already given you. I guess they have given you debtors ka period at 45 days. And last one, creditors ka period also they have already given to you. How much is creditors period? 30 days. Are we clear with that one? So calculation please. First one, operating cycle is equal to raw material 30 days. That we need to keep 30 days of raw material anytime with us. After 30 days it goes to the production process, that is work in progress, and in work in progress it takes 22 days. plus 18 days of finished goods plus 45 days of data minus 30 days of creditor. Please get me the answer. 40 and 45, 85 days. So my operating cycle is 85 days. It takes 85 days for cash to go out and come back again. I give the cash right now, the cash comes back again after 85 days. Clear? Too good. What is the second question they are asking you in this question? Number of cycles in a year. Number of cycles in a year is very simple. It's 360 divided by 85. How many times the money takes the cycle for? 360 divided by 85. Answer. 4.236, and the answer will be in terms of times. 4.236 times a year the cycle turns around. Are we clear? A very simple concept. Operating cycle, R plus W plus F plus D minus C. Raw material plus work in progress plus finished goods plus debtors minus creditors. And what we need to calculate is a period. Got that? Too good. Copied. I can go to question number 17 then. So are we done with question number 17? Take on question number 18 now. First, compute for Clear Limited the duration of operating working cycle from the following figures for the year 2014, assuming 360 days per year, comprising age of raw material, finished goods, debtors and creditors only. Okay, they wanted to calculate an operating cycle, but this time the operating cycle should include R, F, D, C. Now it should not include W. Raw material and creditor should be calculated on raw material consumed. Okay, closing stock of raw material 40,000, work in progress 28,000. They have given this just to confuse us. Finished goods are 42,000. Raw material consumed is 1,92,000. Cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold, I guess finished goods calculate करने में काम आएगा. That is 2,80,000. Sales are 3,20,000. And closing debtors are 64,000 and closing creditors are 32,000. They want you to calculate operating cycle comprising of raw material, finished goods, debtors and creditors only. So once again, operating cycle, question number 18. Operating cycle is equal to R plus F plus D minus C. This time we don't have anything known as what? Work in progress. Raw material, they are saying stock 40 and raw material consumed is 192. So simple calculation जैसे last time किया था वैसे. First one, raw material period 40. Anytime we are keeping 40,000, 360 divided by 192. 192 is for 360 days, then for 40 days how much? 40 into 360 divided by 192. Last time किया था हमने calculation. Get me the answer. Exact, sir? Very good. 75 days. क्या मिला 75 days हम लोगों को? Raw material period. Second, finished goods. So finished goods, what is the stock of finished goods? And it should be calculated on COGS. Huh? I can see finished goods का stock at 42 and cost of goods sold at 280. So 42,000 into 360 divide by 2,80,000. 42,000 into 360 divided by 2,80,000. Correct. How much? 50. Exact है ये भी. 54 days exact for finished goods. C, that is 3. Datas work in progress नहीं है, फिर से repeat कर रहे हैं. Datas किस पे calculate करोगे boss आप? Selling price. And what are the closing datas they have given to you? 64,000 and sales are 3,20,000. 64,000 into 360 divided by 3,20,000. 72 what? Days. R plus F plus D minus C, that is creditor period ढूंढ लेते हैं. So creditors का period कितना होगा आपका? Creditors period. I can see 32,000 and raw material consumed once again is 1,92,000. 32,000 into 360 divided by 1,92,000. Answer 60. That is also exact. Too good. सारे exact days आ रहे हैं इस question में. Okay. Now operating cycle is equal to R 75, F 54, D 72 minus C 60. 75 plus 54 plus 72 minus 60. 141 days is my operating cycle. It takes 141 days for cash to start and come back. Clear? Jackass. चलो कॉपी कर लो. Good morning guys, we will continue with where we left last time and I intend to complete the entire chapter today with you all. I guess we did question number 19 last time and we were doing a question on what? Operating cycle, that is R plus W plus F plus D minus E. That's raw material period plus work in progress plus finished goods plus debtors minus creditors. सही है. चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 19. Following information is forecasted by CS Limited for the year ending 31st March 2010. balance as on 1st April 2009 and balance as on 31st March 2010. Raw material, we have opening, closing. Okay, balance as on 1st April is opening and balance as on 31st March is closing. So they have given you opening stock of material, closing stock of material. In that case, we can calculate average stock of material. Work in progress, finished goods, debtors opening, closing, creditors opening, closing, annual purchase of raw material all on credit, annual purchase of raw material all on credit, purchase दिया है, so I guess creditors calculate करने में काम आएगा. Raw material should be calculated on raw material consumed, correct ना? Annual cost of production, I guess work in progress, annual cost of goods sold, finished goods, annual operating cost, that's the total cost of the company, annual sales all on credit, 11 lakhs, that is debtors. You may take 1 year as equal to 365 days. You are required to calculate one net operating cycle period, that is R plus W plus F plus D minus C. Number of cycles in a year, too good. Amount of working capital required. Now, this is the line I am selecting the question for. Working capital, calculation of working capital by operating cycle period. By what? Operating cycle period. 3 steps. Step 1. Step 1 will be operating cycle itself. Step 2, number of cycles. And step 3, working capital. Step 1, operating cycle. Step 2, number of cycles. And step number 3 is working capital. Operating cycle I taught you, that's R plus W plus F plus D minus C. Number of cycles, the operating cycle divide by 12, matlab 12 divide by number of cycles, and working capital, that is total cost divide by number of cycles in a year. This is basically a recent innovation in calculation of working capital, where we calculate working capital by operating cycle period. मतलब हम लोग पहले नंबर ऑफ साइकिल्स ढूंढेंगे, फिर टोटल कॉस्ट को डिवाइड बाय नंबर ऑफ साइकिल्स करेंगे, तो हमें क्या मिल जाएगा? वर्किंग कैपिटल. आर वी क्लियर विद दैट वन? और फंडा सिंपल है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, let's say if I tell you that in a day I require 100 rupee and the cycle is day. एक दिन में 100 रुपया चाहिए. Morning I'll get out, at the end of the day I'll go home again, I'll again get 100 rupee. Are you understanding that? So in a day I need 100 rupee and that 100 rupee gets refilled at the end of the day. So tomorrow morning again I'll have 100, at the end of the tomorrow day I'll again have 100. So this will work on. If I require 100 rupee in a day, in 7 days, totally I will need 700 rupee. But that's a total, 700. Per, should I carry 700 in my pocket every time? No, na? Because every night I'll get 100 rupee again. So at any moment of time, मेरे pocket में कितना होना चाहिए? 100 rupee. In a week I need 700. 700 divided by number of cycles in a week. I will say cycle was daily. Number of cycles in a week was 7. 700 divided by 7, answer comes to 100. वैसे ही मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ, वर्किंग कैपिटल इज टोटल कॉस्ट डिवाइड बाय नंबर ऑफ साइकिल. पूरे साल में मुझे 1 लाख का खर्चा करना है. 1 लाख पूरे साल में. आई विल रिक्वायर 1 लाख फॉर माई एक्सपेंसेस. करेक्ट? एंड देयर आर 10 साइकिल्स. ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल, नंबर ऑफ साइकिल्स 10. मतलब एक साइकिल पैसा वापस, एक साइकिल पैसा वापस, एक साइकिल पैसा वापस. पूरे साल में अगर 1 लाख रुपया चाहिए, पूरे साल में अगर 1 लाख रुपया चाहिए, तो 10 cycles in a year, I need a working capital of 10,000. that is 1 lakh divided by 10 cycles, 10,000. At any moment of time, I should carry only 10,000 as working capital, because what will happen, 10,000 goes out, 10,000 will again come back to me at the end of the cycle. So 10 और ऐसे 10 बार साइकिल घूमेंगे तो टोटल साल में कितना खर्चा हो जाएगा, 1 लाख. But what is the amount I need per cycle? It's only 10,000. Are we clear with that? Too good. आगे जाए. So 3 steps working capital calculate करने के लिए. First step operating cycle, step number 2 number of cycles, and step number 3 working capital itself. और उन्होंने इस क्वेश्चन में हमें तीनों क्वेश्चन पूछे. एंड बेस्ट पार्ट ना, उन्होंने हमें सारे कैलकुलेशन भी करके दिए है. कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड, सब कुछ दिया है. आई विल टेक इट वन बाय वन and understand the concept also. First one, I'll go by net operating cycle period. Net operating cycle period. Net operating cycle period. First one, raw material का period चाहिए. That is A. I will require a period for raw material. Raw material period. But raw material का period calculate किस पे होना चाहिए? Raw material consumed पे. So we will have to calculate raw material consumed first. You need to understand raw material on raw material consumed, work in progress, cost of production, finished goods, cost of goods sold, debtors sales, creditors purchase. So सबसे पहले हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या कैलकुलेट करेंगे? रॉ मटीरियल कंज्यूम्ड इज इक्वल टू ओपनिंग प्लस परचेज माइनस क्लोजिंग. ओपनिंग, they have given you 45,000. Purchase 65,365. 65,365 तो क्लोजिंग है. परचेज 4 lakhs. क्लोजिंग 65,356. Are we clear with that one? चलिए कैलकुलेशंस करते हैं. 45,000 प्लस 4 lakh माइनस 65,356. 3,79,644. ये क्या मिला हम लोगों को? रॉ मटीरियल कंज्यूम्ड. आर वी क्लियर विद दैट वन? टू गुड. दैट इज रॉ मटीरियल कंज्यूम. अच्छा, नाउ one more thing in this question is they are giving you opening and closing stock of raw material. So can I calculate average stock? Average stock of raw material is equal to 45,000 plus 65,356 divided by 2. 45,000 plus 65,356 divided by 2, 55,178. ये क्या मिला हम लोग को? एवरेज स्टॉक. नाउ पीरियड ढूंढना है. पूरे साल में रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम्ड इज 379,644 एंड एट एनी मोमेंट ऑफ टाइम हमारे पास इतने का स्टॉक होना चाहिए. नाउ दिस इज इक्वल टू 365 days. सो 55,178 इज इक्वल टू हाउ मेनी डेज? This stock is consumed in 365 days. This much should be on our hand. मतलब कितने दिन का स्टॉक रहना चाहिए? So for me, raw material stock is equal to 55,178 into 365 divided by 3,79,644. Or you can simply think about it. This is equal to 365. So 55 into 365 divided by this. Correct कि नहीं? चलिए आंसर. How much, sir? 53.04 days. I would rather say that is 53 days bracket में approx. Are we clear? Too good? Okay. Next one. B. Work in progress. That is stock of work in progress. Got it? Now stock of work in progress किस पे calculate होना चाहिए? Cost of production पे. Cost of production पे calculate होना चाहिए. And the good part about this question is they have already given you the cost of production. They are saying cost of production is 7,50,000. Work in progress, opening, closing दिया है तो stock, direct calculation, average stock is 35,000 plus 51,300 divide by 2, average stock मिलेगा into 365, तो हम लोगों को क्या मिलेगा? Number of days divided by the cost of production, the amount is 7,50,000. इतना stock anytime होना चाहिए and 7,50,000 is for 365. So please 35,000 plus 51,300 divide by 2 into 365 divide by 7,50,000. ऊपर एकदम वर्किंग किया है, मैं यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट कैलकुलेशंस दिखा रहा हूँ आपको. चलो गेट मी द आंसर गाइस. 20.99 days, that is 21 days approx. तो ये रॉ मटेरियल पीरियड, मतलब ये रॉ मटेरियल का पीरियड, ये वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का पीरियड है कि नहीं? थर्ड सी फिनिश गुड्स का पीरियड. फिनिश गुड्स किस पे कैलकुलेट होना चाहिए? कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. एंड नाउ द स्टॉक ओपनिंग क्लोजिंग दोनों दिया हुआ है. सो फिनिश गुड्स इज इक्वल टू 60,181 प्लस 70,175 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 into 365 divided by the finished goods. Cost of goods sold is 9,15,000 divided by 9,15,000. Chalo sir, get me the answer. 60,081. 60,181. 60,181 plus 70,175 divided by 2 into 365 divided by 9,15,000. बोलो. 25.99 days. That is 26 days. Of course bracket में लिखेंगे approx. Are you clear? मतलब ये finished goods का period मिल गया. नेक्स्ट वन डी, डेटर्स का पीरियड ढूंढेंगे. डेटर्स किस पे कैलकुलेट करेंगे हम लोग? सेल्स पे. सो डेटर्स, हाउ मच इज ओपनिंग डेटर्स दैट वी हैव? 1,12,123. 1,12,123 प्लस 1,35,000 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 into 365 divided by the sales, 11 lakhs. Are you clear with that one? Chalo, answer sir. 40.99 days. सब कुछ 99 आ रहा है, so can I take it as 41 days sir? ब्रैकेट में क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग? Approx. Next one, E, that is creditors, is equal to, first one, what is opening creditors? 50,079. एक कैलकुलेशन क्रैक कर लो और किस पे बेस कर रहा है ना, वो अगर आपको समझ जाए ना तो बाकी सारे कैलकुलेशन तो एकदम मोनोटोनस हो जाएंगे. सो 50,079 प्लस 70,469 डिवाइड बाई 2 into 365 divide by, now you're talking about creditors guys, so creditors should be calculated on purchase, raw material on raw material consumed, and creditors on purchase. So creditors का calculation, purchase I saw 4 lakhs is equal to एग्जैक्ट 55. इस टाइम 99 नहीं है आपका आंसर. Too good. 55 days. Are you clear with that one? Now that means, boss, my operating cycle, that's my first question, is equal to R plus W plus F plus D minus C. That is, R is equal to 53 days plus W is equal to 21 days plus F is equal to 26 days plus D is equal to 41 day minus C is equal to 55 days. चलिए 53 plus 21 plus 26 plus 41 and minus 55 days. कितना डेज सर? 86 डेज. जकास. चलो ये ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल मिल गया. सेकेंड, number of cycles in a year. Is equal to number of cycles in a year. How many days in a year we are working for? 365. So 365 days divided by 86 days. एक साइकिल 86 डेज लेता है, तो ऐसा 365 डेज है साल में, कितनी बार ये साइकिल टर्न अराउंड हो जाएगा? टेल मी द आंसर. 4.24 times. That is effectively अपना step number 2 also for calculating working capital. And third one is a very good question, is how much is working capital needed? एक साल में any point of time पे अपने जेब में कितना पैसा होना चाहिए? So उसके लिए एकदम सिंपल सा पॉइंट है कि एक साल में कितना खर्चा करना है. What's the total cost we need? Have they given you total operating cost in this question? If I'm not wrong, they are giving you total operating cost is 9,50,000. Full year, we want to have an expense of 9,50,000. 9,50,000 is a full year cost. How many cycles in a year? 9,50,000 is the total amount. I cannot carry 9,50,000 in my pocket and keep on running. I will carry in my pocket जितना वापस refill करके मुझे मिलने वाला है. So 9,50,000 divided by 4.244. Get me the answer, sir. I guess यहाँ पे भी 4.244 था. 9,50,000 divided by 4.244. Yes, sir. 2 lakh. 845. That's okay. 2,23,845 rupees I'll need. Any moment of time, my office, myself, should keep 2,23,845 because ये जाएगा 2,23,845. So we'll again get it again. Now if you keep on getting 245, वापस आ जाएगा, वापस आ जाएगा, तो पूरे साल में अगर यही साइकिल में चलता रहा तो 9,50,000 का खर्चा होगा. Now the example I gave you, every day I need 100 and refilling at the end of every day is 100. So boss, in 365 days, 365 into 100 is 36,500. टोटल खर्चा करूंगा मैं पूरे साल में. बट एनी मोमेंट ऑफ टाइम जेब में कितना रखना है? 36,500 नहीं, सिर्फ 100, बिकॉज आई गेट अ रिफिल आफ्टर द एंड ऑफ द डे एवरी टाइम. क्लियर? ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल समझ रहा है? और ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल मेथड से वर्किंग कैपिटल कैलकुलेट करना समझ रहा है? 3 स्टेप्स. ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल, नंबर ऑफ साइकिल्स, एंड थर्ड वन इज वर्किंग कैपिटल. पक्का? चलिए फटाक से कॉपी कीजिए. मैं क्वेश्चन नंबर लिख देता हूँ आपके लिए टॉप पे. दिस इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 19, then we'll go to 20, then 21 and then 22. So guys, can we go to the next question? That's question number 20. Always have a tendency to forget the question number. So I'm starting with the question number first. An excellent question. First, the trading and profit and loss account of Beta Limited for the year ended 31st March 2011 is given below. Particulars amount and particulars amount. So they have given you trading and profit and loss account. Opening stock of raw material, work in progress, finished goods, purchase, wages, production expenses, gross profit. Sales, closing stock of raw material, work in progress and finished goods. Administration, selling, net profit by gross profit. The opening and closing balance of debtors are 150 and 2 lakh respectively, whereas opening and closing of creditors are 2 lakh and 2 lakh 40 respectively. You are required to ascertain the working capital requirements by operating cycle method. So again, working capital calculate करना by operating cycle method. 3 steps: operating cycle, number of cycles, working capital. The best part, they have given you trading P&L. हमें उसे ब्रेकअप करना है, कौन सी चीज़ें किस पे कैलकुलेट करेंगे उसके लिए. सो एज आई टोल्ड यू लास्ट क्वेश्चन में, रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम पे होना चाहिए, वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन पे होना चाहिए, फिनिश गुड्स कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड पे होना चाहिए, डेटर्स सेल्स पे होना चाहिए, क्रेडिटर्स परचेज पे होना चाहिए, एंड वी ऑल्सो नीड टोटल कॉस्ट. सो मेन आइडिया इज रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम, दैट्स ओपनिंग, क्लोजिंग, purchase. Cost of production, do you remember manufacturing trading account? We will have to split this entire accounts into manufacturing and trading. Now manufacturing account was for raw material and work in progress. People who have done their college level, they always are confused with manufacturing and trading. Manufacturing basically production process के लिए है, तो उसमें एवरीथिंग दैट इज कनेक्टेड टू रॉ मटेरियल सब आ जाएगा, वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस सब आ जाएगा. एंड ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट फिनिश गुड्स के लिए. फॉर एग्जांपल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, ट्रेडिंग, आपके ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट को जो उन्होंने दिया उसी को स्प्लिट करना. नाउ दे सेड ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल, कहाँ पे आएगा ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल? मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ फिनिश गुड्स, ट्रेडिंग. करेक्ट. परचेज, क्या परचेज करोगे आप लोग? रॉ मटेरियल, तो कहाँ पे आना चाहिए? मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रॉ मटेरियल और वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का अकाउंट है, और ट्रेडिंग फिनिश गुड्स का अकाउंट है, ये याद रहना चाहिए आपको. सो ओपनिंग रॉ मटेरियल, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. ओपनिंग वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. ओपनिंग फिनिश गुड्स, ट्रेडिंग. परचेज, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. Next one, wages, production expenses, every factory overheads, manufacturing. Because manufacturing process वहाँ पे हो रहा है भाई, यहाँ पे तो सिर्फ फिनिश गुड्स बन के आएंगे. क्रेडिट साइड पे सेल्स, सेल क्या करोगे? फिनिश गुड्स, इसलिए ट्रेडिंग. Now people are confused at college level, sir, purchase manufacturing and sales trading. ऐसा क्यों? Purchase raw material करेंगे, but sales फिनिश गुड्स का करेंगे. Clear or not? Next one, closing stock of raw material, manufacturing. Closing stock of work in progress, manufacturing. And closing stock of finished goods is trading. फिर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग अकाउंट का जो बैलेंस मिलता है हमें, दैट बैलेंस इज नोन एज कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, एंड कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इज ट्रांसफर्ड टू ट्रेडिंग, सेल्स, ओपनिंग, क्लोजिंग. वी विल गेट समथिंग दैट इज GP. So cost of production includes raw material and work in progress and all factory expenses. Finished goods आ जाएगा तो cost of goods sold हो जाएगा. Now I'll not take you by an accounting style. FM कर रहे तो थोड़ा FM style में होना चाहिए. पूरे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग अकाउंट और ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट को हम लोग देखो कैसे बनाते हैं. I'll say cost of production includes 3 things. 1, raw material consumed. 2, factory expenses. 3, work in progress. 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be known as cost of production. 4 is finished goods. So we get something that is known as cost of goods sold. raw material consumed, factory expenses, work in progress, we get the answer, that is cost of production. Add finished goods, we get cost of goods sold. 1, 2, 3, cost of production. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is cost of goods sold. Plus office and admin expenses and selling expenses. Office, I would rather say, that is add admin and selling expenses, we get the total cost. करेक्ट. आपके स्टेटमेंट से मैं सारी चीज़ें पिकअप कर रहा हूँ. फर्स्ट वन, मुझे क्या चाहिए? रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम. हाउ डू आई गेट रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम्ड? इज ओपनिंग प्लस परचेज माइनस क्लोजिंग. ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल 180, purchase of raw material 11 lakhs, closing stock of raw material 2 lakh. So 1 lakh 80 plus 11 lakh minus 2 lakhs. 1 lakh 80 plus 11 lakhs minus 2 lakhs. What's the answer? Yes sir? 10 lakh 80,000. Too good. क्या मिल गया? 10,80,000 आपको रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम. Add factory expenses, all factory expenses. I have got wages and I have got production expenses. Wages and production expenses. Wages 3 lakh, production expenses 2 lakh. 3 lakh plus 2 lakh 5 lakhs. ये मिल गया factory expenses. Work in progress, opening minus closing. Because opening debit पे होता है, closing credit पे होता है. So opening work in progress is 60, closing work in progress is 1 lakh. So 60 minus 1 lakh is minus 40,000. Effectively everything that comes in manufacturing account मैंने ले लिया. Opening stock of raw material, opening stock of work in progress, all factory expenses, purchase, sub debit. Closing stock of raw material, closing work in progress. Everything is here. Total of 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be known as cost of production. So 10 lakh 80 plus 5 lakh is 15 lakh 80 minus 40,000 is 15 lakh 40,000. Now 15 lakh 40,000 is known as cost of production. Are we clear with that one? Finished goods. Now what do we have in finished goods? So finished goods में हमारे पास है opening minus closing. Opening is 260, closing is 3 lakhs. Opening 260, closing 3 lakhs. Again minus 40. So can I say cost of goods sold is 15 lakhs? आप अपने आंसर्स वेरीफाई कर सकते हो. आप सेल्स चेक कीजिए. आई एम गेटिंग अ सेल्स ऑफ 20 लाख. 20 लाख माइनस 15 लाख GP5 दिख रहा है. हमारा कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड 15 lakhs करेक्ट है. प्लस एडमिन एंड सेलिंग एक्सपेंसेस. एडमिन 175, सेलिंग एक्सपेंसेस 75. 175 प्लस 75 250. टोटल कॉस्ट इज 17 lakh 50. Total cost is 17 lakh 50,000. Are you understanding this? And now after making this statement, I can go on calculation of operating cycle. Operating cycle is equal to R plus W plus F plus D minus C. R plus W plus F plus D minus C. That is known as operating cycle. So first one, operating cycle में raw material period. Same जैसे last time calculations किया था, exactly same. Opening और closing stock of raw material या तो average stock निकाल सकते हैं. How many days a year they are talking about? They are not talking about anything, so you can take 360 days or you can take 365 days. I normally prefer 360 days in the calculation. So raw material period is opening stock 180 plus closing stock 2 lakh divided by 2 into 360. The whole divided by raw material consumed is 10 lakh 80. कैन आई से रॉ मटेरियल का पीरियड रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम पे कैलकुलेशन होना चाहिए? आंसर बोलिए कितना डेज आ रहा है? 66.33 डेज आ रहा है. दैट इज 63 डेज ब्रैकेट्स में अप्रॉक्स. इज इट क्लियर? टू गुड. दिस इज वन रॉ मटेरियल पीरियड. सेकेंड वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का पीरियड. फिर से एक बार एवरेज स्टॉक लो. ओपनिंग वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस 60,000, closing work in progress 1 lakh, divided by 2, multiplied by 360, divided by work in progress. Work in progress किस पे कैलकुलेट होना चाहिए guys? Cost of production, and I'm having a cost of production of 15,40,000. चलिए 60,000 plus 1 lakh divide by 2 into 360 divide by 15,40,000. Answer how much? 7 0 days. That is 19 days ब्रैकेट में अप्रॉक्स. डेज को डेसिमल पे नहीं रखते इसलिए हम उसे कन्वर्ट करके आंसर्स निकाल रहे हैं. क्लियर? जकास. थर्ड वन फिनिश गुड्स का पीरियड. फिनिश गुड्स. सो पहले एवरेज स्टॉक ऑफ फिनिश गुड्स. फिनिश गुड्स 260 प्लस 3 लाख. 260 plus 3 lakhs divided by 2 into 360 divided by फिनिश कुछ किस पे कैलकुलेट होना चाहिए? कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन पे. ना द कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन दैट आई कैन सी, सॉरी, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस ऑन कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. सो कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड दैट आई सी इज 15 lakhs. आंसर 2,60,000 plus 3 lakh divide by 2 into 360 divide by 15 lakhs. 67.2 days. नहीं 0.2 है ना. That is 67 अप्रॉक्स. ये किसका पीरियड मिल गया हमें? फिनिश गुड्स. नेक्स्ट वन डेटर्स. Have they given you opening and closing datas average निकालने के लिए? I can see opening at 2 lakh and closing at 2 lakh 40. So 2 lakh plus 2 lakh 40 divided by 2 into 360 divided by datas है तो sales पे calculate करेंगे and the sales that I can see is 20 lakhs. Alternatively, datas can calculate it at total cost. अपना normal case. Answer 20 lakhs. कुछ उल्टा किया आपने. 2 lakh plus 240 divide by 2 into 360 divided by 20 lakhs. मैंने डेटर्स रॉन्ग लिया. ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग, सॉरी, ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग डेटर्स ही मैंने रॉन्ग लिया. ओपनिंग डेटर इज 150 एंड क्लोजिंग डेटर इज 2 लाख. सर अभी फिर से एक बार कीजिए. Opening data 150, closing data 2 lakhs, divide by 2 into 360, divide by 20 lakhs. $31.5 days. That is 32 days. Bracket में approx. And अपना normal note add कर देते फिर से. Note Datas can alternatively be calculated at cost. Datas can alternatively be calculated at cost. Too good. चलिए नेक्स्ट वन, डेटर्स के बाद क्रेडिटर्स is equal to creditors. How much are opening and closing creditors? Now they are 2 lakh and 2 lakh 40, I'm sure of. 2 lakh plus 240 divided by 2 into 360 divided by purchase 11 lakhs. Creditors should be calculated at purchase. Amount 11 lakhs. Answer बोलिए sir. Only 7.2? पक्का? थोड़ा डाउट आ रहा है सर मुझे. 2 lakh plus 240 divide by 2 into 360 divided by 11 lakhs. 72 आ रहा है सर. 7.2 नहीं, 72 days. Exact time. Got this? Too good. So boss, we got something that is operating cycle. So operating cycle is equal to R. R का days, number of days यहाँ पे 63, work in progress 19. So 63 plus 19 plus finished goods का कितना days है? 67. So plus 67 plus 32 minus 72. Get me the answer. 109 days. That's my operating cycle. But 3 steps करना हमें, because they are asking you to calculate working capital. So सबसे पहले operating cycle, second number of cycles, that is 360 divided by 109. Get me the answer. 360 divided by 109. 3.302 times operating cycle, number of cycles, and step 3, the most simple part, that is working capital. So working capital is equal to total cost divided by number of cycles. The total cost is equal to, if I'm not wrong, 17 lakh 50 divided by number of cycles is 3.302. Chalo, get me the answer. 17 lakh 50 divided by 3.302. 5,29,981 rupee. 5,29,981 is my working capital by operating cycle period. Clear? That is it for the operating cycle. Now we'll go to one last question, but उस पे एक छोटा सा concept है, policies on working capital. पहले ये आप copy कर लो, फिर मैं आपको policy समझाता हूँ. पक्का? चलिए. So guys, are we done with question number 20? Okay, too good. Now, before we take up question number 21, आपको एक title दिख रहा होगा, that is known as working capital policies. Working capital policies. Now, there are 3 working capital policies. How many? 3 of them. Working capital policies. The first working capital policy that you can see in your books will be conservative, second one moderate, and third one aggressive. First one conservative, third one moderate, and second one is moderate, and third one is aggressive. Now, what do you mean by this working capital policy? Working capital policy means how much of money do we invest in current assets. Conservative, the investment in current asset is pretty huge enough. A very high level of investment in current assets. Moderate, a little bit of a low investment in current assets. Aggressive, in compared to all these 3, the investment in current assets is the least. So, the level of production and the production that we see, this is investment in fixed assets, investment in current assets conservative, moderate, aggressive. This is how the policies work. Now, what is a meek point is conservative, In my language, I call them as fattu people. थोड़ा डरते ये लोग. तो in that case, they invest very huge amount of money in current assets as compared to fixed assets. So what is typical to this company is investment in current assets will be higher, current assets to fixed asset ratio will be higher, working capital will be higher, but these firms are supposed to be less on profitability, good on liquidity, but low on profitability. That is conservative. Good on liquidity. You go and ask a person how much of money do you have in the pocket? Good amount of money. Conservative. You ask a person how much do you need in a day? He said 100. And how much do you have in your pocket? 1000. Conservative. So huge amount of investments in current assets, good liquidity, current assets to fixed asset ratio is higher, working capital is good, but as far as profitability is concerned, it's low. So great on liquidity, lack on profitability. Aggressive, exactly opposite. Great on profitability, but lack on liquidity front. Investment in current assets will be less, current asset to fixed asset ratio will be less, working capital will be less, but profit will be higher. And as far as moderate policy is concerned, guys, it's a trade-off. Trade-off between liquidity and profitability. You give up little bit of a liquidity of conservative and you gain little bit of a profitability of aggressive. That is known as a moderate policy. So, all in all, how do I wind up these 3 policies for you is, if you look at conservative, higher working capital, good liquidity, greater investment in current assets, but low on profitability. Moderate, less working capital, lesser amount of liquidity, lesser amount of current assets, but high on profitability. And this is trade-off. You give little bit of a working capital to gain little bit of a profitability. So, sacrifice liquidity, gain profitability. That's the moderate policy. Moderate is a trade-off. Are you clear with policies on working capital? Too good. I have given you theory. You can refer to that theory in your textbooks. To add up to that, I have given you a question to prove whatever we are talking is correct. And that's possibly the last question on your sheet. That is question number 21. First, an engineering company is considering investment in working capital for the year 2003 and 4. The estimated fixed assets and current liability for the year are 6.63 crore and 5.967 crore respectively. The sales and earning before interest and taxes, that is EBIT, and the sales depends upon the investment in current assets, particularly inventory and receivables. The company is examining the following alternative working capital policies. Working capital policy: conservative, moderate, aggressive. Investment in current asset, rupee in crore, 11.475, 9.945, 6.63. Estimated sales and EBIT. You are required to calculate the following for each policy. Return on total assets. How much are we earning on total assets? That's EBIT. Return on total assets, EBIT, upon total assets into 100. Percentage आएगा. Net working capital is current assets upon current liability minus current liability. Current assets to fixed asset ratio, CA upon FA. Discuss the risk return trade-off of each working capital policy. First things first. 3 policies: conservative, moderate, aggressive. The diagram, the policy cut distinctions and all are there in your sheets. You can just study them for the theory part. First one, question number 21. 1. Conservative policy. Moderate policy, aggressive policy. Go by the questions जो पूछा है. Return on total assets, so I guess we need total assets first. So first one, information number 1. Total assets के लिए सबसे पहले, can we write fixed assets? What are the fixed assets that a company is having? The estimated fixed assets and current liability for the next year are 6.63 crore. Fixed assets 6.63, 6.63, 6.63. That is investments and fixed assets. Current assets, they are changing. Investment in fixed asset does not matter this policies. Current assets, the point to prove that conservative will have a higher investments and aggressive will have the lowest investment, and this will be somewhere in between. Conservative 11.475, moderate 9.945, and aggressive 6.63. So in दोनों को total करेंगे, so we'll get total assets, that is 2 plus 1. चलो 6.63 plus 11.475, 18.105, 6.63 plus 9.945, 16.575, 13.26. Total assets मिल गया. Return on total assets पूछा था, तो I have got the total assets. Third one, EBIT लिख देता हूँ ताकि सारे reference point मिल जाए हमें यहाँ पे. EBIT is 3.1365. Second, 2.9325. Third, 2.55. That is EBIT. Okay. Then they are asking you working capital. So working capital के लिए हम लोग क्या लिख ले? Sales लिख ले? Sorry, current liabilities लिख ले? Current liabilities are 5.967 crores. 5.967, 5.967, 5.967. I guess we will have all the information that is needed in this table. Now I'll go for the working. सबसे पहले return on total assets. That's question number 1 for you. Return on total assets is equal to EBIT upon total assets into 100. EBIT 3.1365 by total assets 18.105 into 100. Second company 2.9325 by total assets of 16.575 into 100. And third one 2.25, that's your EBIT, divided by 13.26 total assets into 100. So do we have answers? 17.32%. Very good, sir. Second one, I'll take the last one. 2.55 divided by 13.26 into 100. 19.23% I'm getting for the last one. 17.69%. Are we clear with this one? Too good. This is return on total assets. Second में क्या पूछा उन्होंने? Net working capital position. Working capital, if I'm not wrong, can I say working capital is equal to current assets minus current liability? Current assets minus current liability, bracket में हम लोग लिख रहे हैं, this is nothing but 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4, चलिए 11.475 minus 5.965. 11.475 minus 967, yeah. 5.508. बोलिए कितना? 5.508. Second one 9.945 minus 5.967. 3.978. And third one मैंने calculate करके रखा है 0.663. Are we correct with that one? So ये हमें क्या मिल गया? Working capital. So first one return on total assets, second one is working capital, and third one they are asking you current assets to fixed asset ratio. Third one, current asset to fixed asset ratio is current asset to fixed asset 2 by 1, 2 divided by 1. 11.475 divided by 6.63. Yes sir? 11.475 divided by 6.63. Final answer यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ 1:1. 1.730. तो 1.73 लिख दूँ. Too good. What is next? This is 6.63 divided by 6.63 is 1 second. 1.5. These are the answers. Okay. What are they asking you is third question पे, fourth question पे, risk and return का trade off. Now risk return trade off, conservative policy. Conservative policy will have highest current asset to fixed asset ratio, highest working capital, you observe them, current assets to fixed assets सबसे ज़्यादा है, working capital सबसे ज़्यादा है, but profitability सबसे low है. That is a risk return trade off. Low on profitability but high on liquidity. Whereas aggressive policy will be high on profitability but low on liquidity. Do you agree with that one? And finally, if you look in there, the moderate policy is a trade-off between the risk and the return. So what we need to write here as a statement is that conservative policy will be high on liquidity, low on profitability. Aggressive policy will be low on profitability, high on liquidity, and the moderate is a trade-off. Sakas, chalo, too good. Copy kar lenge aap. And I guess we'll tell thank you to this chapter now, because next time when I meet you guys, I'll start with a new topic. New day, new topic. Thank you all. God bless you. And if you have any doubts, please contact me through my email, or you can call me up any moment of time. Thank you everyone.